change, but for you to have a change, you to have an illumination, for you to have an aha. And if you've already had a lot of ahas, maybe it'll be just even a little hairline aha. Seeing things a little differently. And if you are already down with the disability field, awesome. Well, we can always go a little further too, right? So, so thank you for coming on this journey with us. Here go the teachers. Look at these wonderful educators coming to the FDR Memorial.
He spent most of his public life and career and grappled with and made certainly the most consequential decisions of the 20th century. Now the country can see the whole man, what he looked like, his strengths, his fragilities. We can look him in the eye, get our pictures taken next to the rendering of him, sit on his lap, or pretend to greet and shake his hand, as I do every time I go there.
And in just a few years' time from that, she's not only going to have an opinion about women's suffrage, she herself is going to be one of the most formidable women in all of politics in either of the two political parties, with an issue set and an agenda all her own. And in a lot of ways, it's Franklin's polio that brings that about. So if you go back to that plan of Louis Howe's, there's this need for someone to be keeping the Roosevelt's name in the public sphere.
As if you looked in the mirror and saw nothing. It takes some strength of soul, and not just individual strength, but collective understanding, to resist this void, this non-being, into which you are thrust. I graduated summa cum laude with my degree in communications and journalism, and I celebrated my disability as integral to my accomplishments and success. In college, as I realized that my disabled self is my real self, and the two cannot be separated.
And I want to deeply thank each of you for showing up, not just tonight or by attending this conference. What I want to thank you and your colleagues most for is showing up for your students each school day, and many other days like this one, so you can actively engage them in learning about and asking, probing, hard and controversial questions about our history, the workings of our democracy, the geography of justice as well as egregious injustice, and the arts and humanities.
Mother said to me, you know of President Roosevelt? Well, he had polio. He used a wheelchair. If he could be president with a wheelchair, your being blind is just something you're going to have to work through, and we'll be there.
People what they should know about a thing. So what we have here is Braille at regular size. This one on the left is the quote that's on the wall.
Making the connections here and trying to come up with an overall concept we wanted the students to grab. And I think we came up with, mostly Angelique here, to compare in contrast, we wanted to find similarities and differences between disability and prejudice, racism and ableism, things like that.
And so I thought about doing a similar activity of having students be presented with new faces or figures within our, like, we do a 1929, 1949 unit that goes through the Great Depression, World War II, and the foundation of Israel. And so just introducing them to these players, having them try and make those connections on their own before then deep diving in some research.